Good morning, beautiful people. Today is Tuesday. It's a little late, but I hope everyone has gotten up, said some prayers, said some affirmations, set the tone for their day. I have been under the weather. I feel a little bit better. I'm on some antibiotics and nose stuff, so I had to just get out of my house. I've been in my bed for like 3 days. I'm like, my body aching. I'm like, I gotta get up and move. So I'm gonna hit the gym and just do a light workout just to get my body moving. But yesterday I talked about men, and I talked about how if you want to be in a relationship with a woman, that she is your helpmate. That's how God designed us. That's how God made us. We are to help. So today I ain't gonna do your brother's wrong. Talking to the women. So women, today, when dealing with the men, it's a couple of things you need to know. First of all, the Bible says respect your husband. Respect. Men see respect at the highest level of anything. So respecting them, and number two, their ego. It is very sensitive and it can be bruised very easily. So let's talk about respect. Respect and their ego kind of go hand in hand. But respect, how do you respect a man? A man wants respect in these are the three things a man wants respect in. They want to make sure that they providing for you. So you gotta respect his hustle. Whatever he bringing to the table, you gotta respect that, and you gotta let him know that you respect that, and you see him. It's very important that you let him know that I see what you're doing. I see you working that overtime. You getting them extra hours. We getting these bills knocked out. We getting this debt paid off. Whatever it is, whatever y'all been talking about working on. That's how a man feels respect. Then that they protecting you. If something going on, and his family attacking you, somebody on the streets attacking you, whatever the case may be, he's standing up and he is protecting you. He is like, listen here, y'all gonna get off my wife, y'all gonna get off my woman, y'all gonna back up, y'all gonna give us 50 feet, and you gotta let him know, I see that. I see what you're doing. I appreciate that. I see that our relationship is important to you. And I respect that. Like that goes a long ways with the man. Then professing. Some of y'all want him to marry you, so you don't feel like he professing your love. Some of y'all ready to jump the broom. So that's the ultimate men. That's the ultimate professing of love, that you marry us. And I don't know what the big deal is. All we want is your last name. Like, what's the big deal about it? But that's a whole nother subject for a different day. But so professing that they love you, and you professing that you love him in the public, in public, in private, wherever the case may be, but professing your love. Those are ways that men feel respect. Now let's talk about his ego. Some things that you could do to really bruise his ego, and these are along the same lines. Number one, if he feels like he disrespected. A prime example, you can't cuss this man out. You can't talk to this man like he a little boy. You can't treat him like he one of your children. Ultimate disrespect. You can't do that. You can't treat him like a child and then expect him to act like a man. That ain't gonna work. You cannot do that. So there's levels of respect. Now, if he doing something that you don't like and you don't agree with, you always, suck it up. Just give it a minute. It's always place and time. When y'all get to the house, say, hey, babe, let me talk to you for a minute. Chop it up with him. Say, listen, I ain't trying to come across as whatever, but I don't like the way, what was said here. I don't like how this was done. Can we work on it? So don't put it on I see you. No, you can't do that. It gotta be about us and how it's gonna make the relationship better. So You can't just talk to him. You can't just disrespect him like that. You can't disrespect him in front of his friends, in front of his boys, in front of his family. You cannot violate him like that. Because if you disrespect him in front of those people, they gonna feel like it's okay to disrespect him in front of you. They gonna come and talk about him to you. That's a no-no. Especially when it comes to you don't come talk to me about my husband or my man. No. We ain't doing that. Because I ain't coming to talk to you about your significant other and what they doing or what they ain't doing. The best way to keep people out of your business is to not let people in your business. Whatever going on at the house, that's between you and your significant other. And if you keep it that way and you learn how to work on it, I'm telling you, to make the relationship 10 times better. So you cannot disrespect that man and talk to him any kind of way. If he don't make as much money as you, this is a big one with men, because men feel like money is their scorecard. If they don't feel like they make enough money to take care of them and their family and their kids and their children or whatever they trying to take care of, they ego already bruised. Because they feel like they down and out. Why you think hustlers keep hustling? They keep hustling and hustling and hustling, and they feel like they ain't got enough because they ain't met that in their mind. They ain't met that quota in their mind. Every man has that quota in his mind. If he don't, he lying. If he don't, he need to check himself, because every man has that quota. Once I get this, once I accomplish this, then that's when they feel like they checking stuff off. That's when they beat their own chest. So that quota is very important. So if he has not met that, if he don't have the job that he want, he not making the income that he want, he got a business, it ain't took off like he wanted it to, you have to be very sensitive to that. And you have to say, he has to know that he can trust you with his deepest, darkest fears in that area. So you have to be the person to be like, okay, babe, I see what you're doing. I'm with you. Let's sit down, let's make a plan, let's see how we're gonna accomplish these goals. You have to be his biggest cheerleader in that area. But you gotta keep it between y'all. You gotta keep it between y'all too. And if you do this, if you do it this way, then when it comes out on the other end, on the other side, he'll have so much respect for you, because you respect him and his hustle and in his grind. So very important. If he's not making the money that he wants, you can't throw it in his face. You can't tell him, I make more money than you. You can't tell him, I pay all the bills in the house. You cannot degrade a man like that and then expect him to turn around and be a man and provide and protect and honor you and all that. It don't work that way. Now, if you love the brother and you see something in him and he got a plan and a vision, he ain't had no way to help get it off the ground, man, this is where your woman comes to help. This is why we're the helpmate. We birth stuff. We take stuff to the next level. We multiply it. So you need her. You need her just as much as she needs you, because we work hand in hand. That's how God made it. So this is a little long because it's about on the men. So women, I'm telling you, if you take these key little points, stop beating the brother up. That's another thing. When he come home from work, he don't want all that nagging. That get on my nerves, and I'm a woman. Stop all the nagging. Stop all the whining. Stop all the complaining. Let the man come in the house. Listen, when a man come in the house, he want to do 3 things. Bathroom, shower, and shave. Y'all get the first one. That's the 3 S's that a man want to do when he come in the house. Let the man come in and decompress. Don't just jump in, hey, we need to do this. Hey, we got to do this. We got to take care of this. No, that ain't the time for that. Let the man come in, decompress. This is when you come in and you make him feel like the king of the house. After he done relaxed for a minute, what's up, babe? How was your day? That's when you talk to him. You have a conversation about him. Not about what's going on in the house, about him. And then once he done decompressed, babe, let me get a few minutes, because they have to have they time, because they normally work in warehouses and been on the road, or whatever they do is be loud, and they be doing a lot. So you have to give him time to relax and unwind and get that job off his mind before you can start putting household issues and problems and the children. He ain't ready for that. Men don't think like that. Men compartmentalize things. They in the compartment of, okay, let me go home and relax for a minute. Then he'll be ready to open up the next file cabinet to deal with your issues or what's going on in the house. But you have to let him come home decompress. That man gotta feel like he the king of the castle. I don't care what it is. When that man walk in the house, stop what you doing. Acknowledge that he there. Give him his due respect. What's up? Give him a kiss. Whatever y'all do. But make sure you acknowledge him that he in the house. The kids, whoever there, acknowledge that man. So, these are things to help with his ego and to make him, to let him know that you got his back and you on his side. So, I know this was a long video because it was talking about men. And I think so many women are not in denial. So many women don't know what they should be doing to appreciate a man, because the way a man appreciates a woman is totally different. But if you put these things in place, if you respect him and handle his ego correctly, that man will give you anything that you want. You can have anything in the world if you know how to talk to him, if you know how to respect him, and you know how to make him feel like he the king of the castle. So I hope that's helped. I'm at the gym now. I'm finna sweat for a little bit. I feel better a little bit. I'm on antibiotics, some strong antibiotics. But hopefully I'll be back up and running soon. Valentine's Day is coming. I'm going to be putting out some specials. Men and women, you don't want to miss this. You want this for your bedroom for Valentine's Day. So with that being said, I want you all to have a terrific Tuesday. And my hashtag, be the change you want to see. Oh, one more thing. Positive vibe only. I got to give a shout out to my girl, Vontrice Colston. Positive vibe only. I hope this was a positive vibe. I hope you're in a relationship. Valentine's Day coming. You can kind of implement some of this stuff. This is a positive vibe. Take this. Implement it. Tell me if it don't work. If it don't work, talk to God. So with that being said, y'all have a great day. Peace.